the intro. Let's see here.
A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters.
We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts. Uh-oh. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Q with Q. It is our daily political news briefing with me, your host, QuentinRJiles. But if we're going to be friends, then you know that you have to call me Q. There was absolutely so much that happened in the world today, like from the impeachment to more information about Donald Trump's run-in with COVID and it being almost more disastrous than they let us on to believe. To the Georgia district attorney in Fulton County, who will be prosecuting, who's opened criminal investigations into Donald Trump for that election interference phone call. Baby, it was just the absolute most. Okay? Shout out to all my people down here on the YouTube. Right now, off to the side, I have a phone streaming on TikTok. I have a phone. Y'all are TikTok. I have a phone streaming on Instagram, but I'm going to tell my TikTok people and my Instagram people, baby, y'all got to come down here to the YouTube. Now, if y'all look in the description, the Q with Q show is in the description. We're going to be talking to my people right here on the YouTube, so we need all of you to come over here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, y'all? Now, I forgot to bring, baby, why did Goalie Gummy send me new goalies? Why Goalie Gummy send me new goalies? I want to get the new goalies and eat them, but they're on my counter way over there. So I don't feel like getting them. I don't feel like getting up. I do not feel like getting up. But for all my people that's on the TikTok and all my people that's on Instagram, come on over here to the YouTube, the QBQ show. Put in the comments that where you're coming from. We want to celebrate you as you transition over. Come on down to the YouTube. Hey. I said, come on down to the YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to end this because I can't hold the phone and talk to the people at the same time. So we will see y'all down here on the YouTube here. Okay, let me X that out. And no, we do not want to post that on the Instagram page. All right, TikTokers, see y'all over there in. Okay, both of those things is ended. My people. You know what? Actually, I do want to get the Goalie Gummies. I actually do want to get the Goalie Gummies. So I'm going to play my intro one more time so I can run over there. Give me one sec.
A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters.
We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts. All right. And we're back. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all want to know why I had to replay that intro? Because I didn't want to give a blank screen, but y'all know how it is. It's pandemic. You know you be dressed from here up. So I was like, real quick in my head, what I'm gonna do to change the scene so I can run over there, because I definitely... Anyway, baby, get your Goalie Gummies. The people that send me goalies, let me drop the link right here. I'm going to drop the link. They are doing 15% off up until Friday, I believe. Tomorrow is the last day for the 15% off. Baby, get your Goalie Gummies. I have to go to my P.O. box more often, because them people didn't tell me my goalies was in the P.O. box. Them people didn't tell me my goalie was in the P.O. box. Goalie been in the P.O. box for 2 weeks. I said, now what? Y'all just send me some goalies. Y'all could have sent an email. I mean, the P.O. box people, they not like the Amazon locker. You know, the Amazon locker let you know. Hold on, wait a minute now. They're so good. Okay, one more. Okay, two more. Okay, one more. Okay. Baby, get your Goalie Gummies. And they sent me some new ashwagandha. Nah, baby, I can't take these right now. But they sent me some new ashwagandha. Baby, if I take these ashwagandhas, the show gonna be over in 10 minutes here. Sabrina Nash from TikTok. Hey, what's going on? Guys, now that we're on YouTube, if you want to send a super comment or a super chat, you can do that like my sister right here. It's a wonderful way to get your comment up on the screen, and it also pours into me to keep doing this thing full time. Now, let's see what she says. My 6-year-old daughter just loves your laugh when you hello, Goalie Gummies and ashwagandha. Well, first off, hey, 6-year-old, hey, from Uncle Q. Hey, here. Hey, Q. Now, you know, Q love the kids. Tell her, do her schoolwork. Now, all children do the schoolwork. Carlton McBride, I see you from TikTok. Sierra Radcliffe's in the building. Darcy Davidson is here from Instagram. Okay. Hey, Lakeithia Thomas is here. Angela Moore. My girl, Tammy Thurston. I see you. I see all y'all. Hold on. Wait now. Lakeisha Lee. Okay, I see Angela Jenkins here from TikTok and IG. What's up? Lakeisha, thanks for the super comment. Hey, Q, all the news. By the way, not sure if you will have what, baby. I saw that. Not sure if you'll have weather like the DFW. DFW is the Dallas-Fort Worth area here in Texas. But stay warm because it's freezing temps and coming blizzard is for the birds. Listen, I just text I just did a group text with my mom and grandmother to find out, like, try to make plans because my grandmother is on dialysis. So I'm like, sis, how you gonna, you got to go to dialysis 3 times a week. How you supposed to get dialysis if the roads is froze and the transportation people, what if they say we not transporting anyone because it's too dangerous? So I literally just text my family trying to figure that whole thing out. Thank you so much. You stay safe as well up there in the DFW. I think y'all are supposed to get a little colder or a little freezier. That's not a word than us. T-Sipper say you gonna eat them already, baby. They sent me some bottles. I've been waiting on these. Now, everybody, don't eat them like me. Take the first off, consult your physician before you take any supplement, and they have a recommended dosage. So go with that, okay? Don't be like me in that aspect, because I probably eat too many. They just so good. But no, the ashwagandha, baby, I took some of these earlier. After the impeachment trial had went off, and I took me a little nappy nap. So I can't take these right now, baby. If I take these right now, the show will be over in 2.5 seconds. Okay. Jerica Wright, thank you so much for the super comment. Can't wait for my gummies. Yeah, I can't wait for you to get them either. They are so good. They are so very good. One more, Jordan. I got Jordan. I was on Facebook and had to switch, quote, down to the YouTube. Come on down to the YouTube. Thank y'all so much for being down here on the YouTube with us. We appreciate it. Let's go ahead and jump into the show. Again, I'm going to drop the link. There's the link for the Goalie Gummies if you want to get those, but we have much to discuss, especially with the impeachment of it all, what we can prepare for tomorrow. I am actually going to do, I've been thinking all day of a video to do tomorrow prior to the impeachment trial resuming with Trump's defense so that we can prepare ourselves. But I will walk through what I am thinking and what I think that you all need to prepare for tomorrow, because I think tomorrow is going to be triggering for some, just with the reports that we've heard of what they're going to try to use. But let's talk about today, and then we'll get there on that end. Oh, no, let me put these down. Okay. One more. Maybe these things is good. One more. If I can get it, come on. Okay. Welcome to the Q show. So today we saw the impeachment managers come on down and make their closing arguments. Now, me personally, I thought they could have ended yesterday. I was good with what they displayed yesterday, but I think the most important point about today, mind you, they didn't use all of their 8 hours. I think the most important about what they did today was 2 things. They showed how unrepentant Trump was, how unremorseful he was of the events of the day of the insurrection, and how per reports, he had to be forced to come out and really kind of condemn it, but not even the day that things were happening. And so playing on this idea, or not even playing on this idea, but any normal person who says, they didn't want that to happen, if they saw their group of supporters, would have acted differently. Like here, Ray, thank you so much. I'm so mad I missed the trial today, but glad to be here with the people. Well, we got you covered, right? We got you covered. Thank you so much for the super comment. So like, if he sees this happening, right? If you didn't intend that, that they're there for you. You weren't remorseful. You didn't condemn it. You basically said, we love you. We miss you. We understand you. You had more empathy for them than you did Black Lives Matter, or even at the time, 400,000 Americans that had been killed by COVID. You had more empathy, compassion for the people that was storming the Capitol building than you did for Americans dying from a virus, right? So they really did a good job in pointing that out, the unrepentant nature of it. Jessica Hernandez, thank you so much for the super comment. Mia, my daughter, says no snacking during the live, LOL, but she says hi, you're her fave. Okay, Mia. I'm gonna put the snacks up. They really vitamin type, but not a whole vitamin, but I'm gonna put them up, Mia. I'm gonna put them up. That's rude, huh? That is rude. That's rude. Get me together here. Lakeisha Lee, the goalies are not Flintstone. Pace yourself. I put them up. I'm gonna put them up. Shoot, get me together. But yeah, so they really did point out the fact that he was unrepentant in that day, seeing his supporters, his militia, attack the Capitol, hunt people down, chant "Hang Mike Pence," and he was very much unrepentant. And at the end of the day, sent out a tweet basically saying, remember this day forever. And so they really made the case that he told us what it is. He's putting it on full display. So if we don't handle it now, what's going to happen? I thought Ted Lieu made an excellent point of saying, people are saying, they're just scared of Donald Trump running again. I'm not scared that he'll run again and win. I'm scared that he'll run again, lose, and do this again. And I agree with that. Ain't nobody scared that he's going to win again. Almost 8 million more people voted for Biden. Yes, the Electoral College vote was a little bit narrower, but we got out there and we organized. We strategized. So we beat you once, we'll beat you again. So we don't want this to happen again. Miss Shamika, thank you so much for the super comment. You say the 15 senators that didn't show up shouldn't be allowed to vote. Right. We already see they made their minds up. That part. If you ain't gonna sit through the trial, how can you be a juror? But of course, we know that this is not a criminal court. What's going on with my TV? We know that this is not a criminal court. It is a court of impeachment in the Senate. And so they get to kind of do whatever it is they want to do. Although some of them will conflate this with the criminal court, talking about due process. He's really not owed any due process. I thought that was good that the impeachment managers pointed that out. This is not a criminal case. He's not going to go to jail for this impeachment. Now, if he's charged per the DOJ or somebody else, then that's different. But he doesn't go to jail at the end of this. So there is all the due process he is technically owed is whatever per the Constitution, the House and the Senate choose to do. He is not owed due process as if we are in a criminal court. It's not a criminal case. It is a case of impeachment in the Senate. So bump all that. Bump all of that. But I thought they did a really good job of doing that. I thought they did a good job of pre-butting what we're to hear. Basically, we know that the defense is going to try to use this whole free speech argument. Let's go ahead and knock that down. One, free speech doesn't protect you from inciting violence. Two, you are a public official, so what you say matters. So you should be held to a higher standard because you are not a normal citizen, kind of like my argument against police and the qualified immunity that they have. You cannot claim, I'm just a person. You're not a normal person in our society. We entrust you a certain set of powers and authority to be that policeman. So you are not a normal citizen. The president is not a normal citizen. We give you a certain set of powers. Don't nobody else have them powers. Can't nobody else command the armed forces. Don't nobody else get to make international, not international diplomacy trips, but get to set what we see as the agenda for our international diplomacy status or challenges, or get to push policy in the form of the executive branch here domestically at home. You are not a normal citizen. So no, you don't get held to normal citizen standards. You are an elected official. You chose to run. You chose to take that oath of office. So you stand in all the responsibility and the power that it has. So no, let's go ahead and knock that no man Pam that down to the ground. We reject that. This is what I want to prepare everybody for. The impeachment managers didn't really talk about it, but we're seeing that this is what they're going to talk about. And I feel like it's going to be super triggering for people. They're going to try to make a false equivalency of what those insurrectionists, domestic terrorists, treasonous people did on January 6th to Black Lives Matter protests, saying that it's the same thing. It is not the same thing. What we know about Black Lives Matter protests is that at the end of the night, some of those protests were getting co-opted. Now, do I believe in the very beginning that people from the protests, was it some people that still stayed and knocked if you bucked on them buildings? Probably. I'll say that. Probably. But what we do know is that Proud Boys and potential insurrectionists and 3%ers and all those other people infiltrated the groups and continued that to cast a bad light, not only on Black Lives Matter, but some of them also wanted to go after the government themselves, like the Oath Keepers. So these are not the same thing. These are not the same thing. Insurrectionists had a leader, which was the president, which was the leader of the free world, which is the man that commands the armed forces of the United States of America, who told them exactly where to go and to stop the steal and to fight like HE double hockey sticks and to show strength. His personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, talk about let's have trial by combat. It's not the same as Black Lives Matter. And that was all perpetrated on a lie. No one stole the election from you. You lost. Black folks and allies are out in the streets marching because we getting killed in real life in front of our eyes by police officers who are sworn to protect and serve us. So they're not the same thing, but they will try to make them the same thing. So people, guard your mental health tomorrow. I expect trolls to be in this stream tomorrow. I just do. I expect people, I've already seen it on my comments, in some of my comments. I've already seen it. So I know it's coming, especially when they say it, because when they say it, Republican senators who are on Trump's side are going to pick it up and run with it. Side note, again, you see how so much grace Trump has for insurrectionists who led to the killing of a cop, to the deaths of people, as opposed to, based on a lie that the election was stolen, as opposed to quote unquote savages in the street who were protesting police brutality against Black bodies. Put that in your pen, in your note tablet. Note that. Nova Savage, not excusing BLM riots and property destruction, overthrowing the government is still worse. I wouldn't say BLM riots. For me, I get what you're saying. What I would say is there were protests and then there were riots. I don't attribute Black Lives Matter, the movement, to the riot. And if we want to attribute Black Lives Matter movement to the riot, then we must attribute the cause. What was the cause? Police killing Black folks. So let's start there if we want to use that language. Not attacking you. I appreciate the comment, but I'd like to parse those things out. Overthrowing the government is absolutely treasonous. People rioting and tearing up businesses is criminal. Those are the differences. Who else has said something? Oh, okay. Ain't nobody said something. I thought somebody else had said something. What you had said, Tammy? Hold on. What Tammy said? I just seen the comment from Tammy. What Tammy Thurston had said? Just remember for tomorrow, yes, if you are on the live tomorrow, dissent, not disrespect. I don't know how much of them will show up. But I am seeing trolls in my comments already on like Instagram and TikTok and stuff. So just be prepared. That is the argument that they are going to make. I understand it's going to be triggering for some people, but they will be trying to make the false equivalency tomorrow in the defense. Lakeisha Lee, Black Lives Matter is nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. Trump, I'm going to say Trump Republicans are on the FBI wanted list. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, my love. Again, because Black Lives Matter, the movement, was not tearing stuff up, was not rioting, right? Were there riots? Absolutely. But that wasn't the purpose of the movement. The purpose of that march with them insurrectionists was to do what they did. There's another difference. Put that in your notebook, okay? So now y'all have something to say back. Respectfully. Y'all have something to say back. Respectfully. So yeah. Let's see. 95% of the movement was peaceful protests. The riots were outside agitators. Correct. All those things. So yeah, tomorrow we'll see how it goes. Reportedly, the defense of Trump will basically take tomorrow, even though they have 2 days. Auntie Yada, thank you so much for the super sticker. Will take, will only use tomorrow for their defense. They won't be using Saturday. I don't know if this is a fun fact or not. What it is, so remember there were the 2 lawyers, one that was all over the place and the other one that was angry. Well, the one that was super angry is apparently, I believe, an Orthodox Jew. And so also people were trying to figure out why was he covering his head when he was doing that. Apparently it's a part of his religious practice because his head wasn't covered. So I know that was like a big Twitter thing a couple of days ago. I saw it. I didn't really talk about it, but I feel like it's important to talk about in this context because apparently he can't work after 5 p.m. on Friday and none of Saturday because of religious preferences or religious practices. So that only leaves the one lawyer that was wondering about in his stream of consciousness, the one that reportedly Trump was super upset with. So from what we're hearing, they're only going to use Friday. I guess that's because that other lawyer can't work on Saturday. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Nova, thank you so much for the comment. Let's see. I was all for the Black Lives Matter protest. I actually participated. Sorry, I didn't mean that at all. Hold on, wait, sis. No. Let's back up. I wasn't attacking you. I'm just saying I wanted to parse things out. So you don't have to apologize. We talk here. But I wanted to separate those things out. So all that, sis. So we'll have that. I mean, I did get a little lit, but that wasn't directed towards you. That was more of a broad argument that has been being had. So yeah, if you felt that, my bad too, sis. I wasn't trying to come at you like that. I just get a little passionate. My bad. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So apparently they're going to use tomorrow as their day. We'll see. That's reports. We'll see if that actually materializes and they don't use Saturday. But we'll see. Let's see. T Sipper, thanks for the comment. To add to your point about because riots are the voices of the unheard. Well, that's what MLK said. Are you attributing that to the insurrectionists? Are we calling the insurrection wasn't a riot. It was an insurrection. It was treason. So are you attributing that to the things that were happening at the end of Black Lives Matter protest? Side note, I Googled today, the George Floyd case is actually coming up next month. So I think it was March 7th or March 8th. That's when the case starts. So I'm actually going to be talking to the interns. We're going to probably do some work around the George Floyd case, probably do some content to kind of bring us back up to speed, how we got here. Definitely keeping up with the trial itself. I don't know if it's going to be streamed, if we're able to watch it live, but just so you know, the George Floyd case with those 4 officers, they are being charged together. Happens next month. So we'll be staying up on that. If you're just wondering what March is going to look like, alongside of keeping up with whatever Biden's doing at that point, the impeachment trial will be over at that point. So let's see here. Yes, per CNN, 3 senators met with Trump's lawyers today. Yes, I saw that. I saw that. Tammy said, I just love the interns. I can't wait until they can be paid interns. Who you telling? Well, they wouldn't be paid interns. They'd be employees. Who you telling? Baby, y'all super comments and super chats help all that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I be trying to get more people down here to the YouTube, so we can get some consistent revenue coming in so I can pay them people. They do great work. They absolutely do great work. And it's really a blessing because they are doing it on the basis of buying into my vision of what this is going to be. So shout out to the interns again. I don't know, Simone B. You didn't get the post notification that we was going live? Cut on your post notification, baby. Excuse me. So that's what we had on impeachment. That was that. I literally just saw, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, but the Fulton County prosecutor in Georgia who is opening up the criminal case against Trump for that election interference, that phone call that we heard the Monday, 2 days before the insurrection, with him pressuring and basically being involved in election fraud, election tampering with the Georgia Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger. That criminal case, the attorney that's bringing those charges just had her first interview with Rachel Maddow tonight. Baby, Rachel Maddow get all the scoop, don't she? So as I was talking to y'all, literally at 8:30 when we came on, she started. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch what she was saying and all that other stuff. So we'll be looking out for that. Baby, Trump got real criminal liability because he about to get taken down in Georgia. You know, New York still looking at them taxes. Okay, New York still looking at them taxes. Potentially, when Merrick Garland get in there, we don't know if the DOJ will try to go back and prosecute him and people that helped him incite this riot. Potentially, Lindsey Graham could get caught up in there in Georgia because you remember Lindsey was talking about how he called and all this other stuff too. So we'll see what happened. Excuse me. We'll see what happened to Lindsey as well. In my Shirlene voice, as well. Okay. So we'll see about that. Let's see. Can a person with a felony run for president? I don't know. Can you run? Well, if you have a felony, you don't have the right to vote. Do you have the right to run for office with a felony? Let's ask the Googler. Let's see. Can you run for office with a felony? Felons in elected office, factcheck.org. Did say the Constitution allows a convicted felon to be a member of Congress, even if in prison. It's up to the Senate or the House to decide who may serve. As for state offices, different laws apply in different places. Okay, now this is factcheck.org, but we want to see. Actually, let me go to verify because I had never heard of factcheck.org before. So let me go to verify. Verify. Can a convicted felon run for office? The answer lies in 3 parts. The first, only registered voters can run for office. Oh, that's Georgia. Can a felon register? Not quite. Okay, let's talk about Georgia. I want to know. Let me do more research on that. Because see, these are talking about these are talking about states, and you know, state laws are different from federal laws. Can a felon run for president? I don't know if this just because it got .org on it don't mean it's reputable. Okay, I got to do more research. I don't know yet. Let me find out. They say it's in this Constitution, so let me keep digging deep in there. Let me see what the Constitution say. Whew. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Quentin got timestamps. Pence removed from the Senate chamber 2:14 p.m. Trump tweet 2:24 p.m. Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution. Further inciting. Shannon says, yes, there isn't a background check or clearance requirements. Oh, yeah, Jonathan Johnson. Rachel definitely come with the smoke. Rachel always come with it. So, yeah, Trump definitely has a lot of legal liability. Let's see here. Deshauna, thank you so much for the super comment. I feel they need to stop following Trump and go follow Jesus and maybe they would change their minds. Maybe that's supposed to be maybe. And maybe they would change their minds and think clearer and see they were brainwashed. I'm thinking. Listen. Yeah. I'm gonna just let that sit. William said Q got that Constitution and don't know how to act. Baby, I got my Constitution. Okay. I got my Constitution. Run it. Y'all around here talk about everything. Oh, that's not constitutional. Run it. At what part? So I can pull it up. What part? So we can read it. because this lady from South Carolina, I forget her name, she was on MSNBC earlier this morning talking about it's not constitutional for them to impeach him. And I was so thankful that Chuck Todd, which was surprising, checked her and was like, that's your opinion. One, they impeached him while he was still president. Two, the Senate has voted. And so the Senate said, yes, it was constitutional. So why are we even still dealing with this? Y'all keep saying it's not constitutional. First off, the Senate didn't even have to vote on it. That's what the gag is for me. We're actually going on based on what the Senate said. It's in the Constitution. Constitutional matters get adjudicated at the Supreme Court, to be all the way real with it. So this vote was very performative. Let's just be clear. Constitutional matters go to the Supreme Court. It didn't go to the Supreme Court, but they held this vote in the Senate. It was so performative. That's why it really kind of annoyed me, because it was very performative, but we could read it. We could read it ourselves. We could read it ourselves. So, yes, always cite the sources, please. Where are the sources? Where are the sources? We need the sources. So, anyway. Okay. Let me scoot this up. Anyway, last story of the night. Hold on, what were you talking about? Okay, she just talking. Last story of the night. Trump all in the news today. We found out apparently this man was sicker than what he pretended to be when he had that COVID. So much so that the people apparently thought he was gonna need to be on a respirator. I said, now what? Not needing to be intubated, but you came out on them steps and took that mask off. I'm just so glad. I'm just so happy he's out of office. I really, really am happy he's out of office. Yes, very performative. I'm really, really so glad he's out of office, because it just didn't make no sense. I saw that. I said, I'm not even going to read into it, because it doesn't even really matter. Like he's better now, but it's like I guess for me to find out that you were that sick and you still came out as if it wasn't this big of a deal. So you were on potentially death's doorstep and you still didn't take that moment. Oh, why am I finna cry? You still didn't take that moment to say to the people that believe you that this thing is real. Please wear a mask, not only to protect them, but to protect the people next to them. You still didn't do that. Something is seriously broken. Like, and this is not, we throw shade at Trump all the time. Yes, we want to get a conviction. Yes, we want the DOJ to go ahead and scoop him up for the taxes and the election fraud and all of that. But you were literally almost on death's door. And you still wouldn't do it. I can never trust you to take care of me, because you won't even take care of yourself or the people that support you. Something's broken. Something is broken in that man. So I saw the headline. I listened to a piece of it. Rachel kind of talked about it a little bit, but I was like, I don't need to read about it. He's fine now, but it's I don't know what the word is. I don't know what the word is. That's really crazy to me. It's really, really crazy to me that even that, being that close to death, being that close to intubation, and you still came out here with this huge show, knowing that people listen to you, knowing that they believe your lies. So, hi, me and more. Guys, I'm going to end the show a little bit early tonight. Got something to do. I got something to do. Okay. But y'all know at 9:15 p.m. CST. Oh, well, let me get this real quick. Marie Lewis, thank you so much for the super comment. Per the Library of Congress, a presidential candidate must be a natural born citizen of the United States, a resident for 14 years and 35 years or older. I think that's in reference to the conversation we were having earlier about the felony. Thank you for that, per the Library of Congress. I'll do a little bit more research, too, on the felony thing as well, and then we'll talk about it again. Maybe, Bria, potentially. Y'all so nosy, bruh. Y'all mad nosy. Y'all are very, very nosy. But I love it, though. I love it. Okay, so let me walk y'all through the rest of the week. We'll still be back tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. CST, because we know the impeachment trial is still happening. If they do decide to do something Saturday, we'll go live again. So definitely want to make sure you cut on your post notifications because we'll do analysis. Every day that they do the impeachment trial, we'll do end of the night analysis. Okay, so we'll just do it. I'll have to figure out Saturday because I got something to do Saturday night too. So we'll figure that out. Y'all so funny, man. Y'all so funny. We'll figure that whole thing out in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, if you're not doing anything, another video for the unsung Black heroes will be dropping on Instagram. Definitely check that out. The interns did such great work. The interns did such great research and editing. So we really, really hope that you check that out. Watch it with your family. It's definitely family friendly. Jerica, thank you for the super comment. Tell your date. We said, hey, I never said I had a date. I said I had something to do. So that. Definitely check y'all funny, man. Definitely check it out. I appreciate you all. I love you all. I definitely will be back tomorrow. Well, not definitely. If Jesus says the same, I'll be back tomorrow. Love you. See y'all tomorrow. Okay. And prepare yourself for the mental health attacks of tomorrow with them trying to conflate the Black Lives Matter protests and the treasonous insurrection that we saw. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody.
A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters.
We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts.